Good morning to all. Good morning to all. This is Dr. P.T. Kasturiban, Head Department of Computer Science, Tirutangal Nada College, giving you a small presentation on Introduction to SQL and the select statements. Now, in this session, we are going to see Introduction to RDBMS and SQL, table, what is a table, what is a row column, SQL constraint, data integrity, applications of SQL operators, select statement, and various classes, subqueries, and joins. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. Actually, any database management system is said to be relational if it obeys the 12 rules of EF Card. EF Card is a person who has formulated nearly 12 rules like physical data dependency, logical data dependency, and systematic values, systematic handling of null values. All these 12 rules, any database which follows these 12 rules is said to be a relational database management system. RDBMS stands for Relational Database Management System. Now, SQL is a structured query language used in RDBMS. So, any database mainly like all modern systems, MS SQL, IBM DB2, Oracle, MS SQL uses the SQL, structured query language. Next, we'll see what is a table. So, when you have a structured data, if you are going to have a structured data, it must be in the form of table. Actually, it should consist of rows and columns. What is a row? What is a column? The data pertaining to one particular constraint, like name alone is called a column. Age of an employee is a column. Address, salary of an employee is said to be a column. And the data pertaining to a particular person, the name, say for example, Ramesh, his age is 32, his address is located at Ahmedabad, and his salary is 2,000. This is a record. A record, a row, a tuple are one and the same. A column, a field, or an attribute is one and the same. So, a record is nothing but a collection of all the details pertaining to a single person. A column is a vertical entity of a table that contains all the information associated with a specific field in a table. So, next we'll see what is a null value. A null value is nothing but no value in a particular column. Null value is different from a 0. Null value, it does not have a column which does not contain any value is said to be a null value. Next we'll see the SQL constraint. A column, you can set a column as a not null column, a primary key column, a unique key column, or a default constraint column, or a foreign key column. That is a column from a master table can act as a primary key in the secondary table. A check constraint, an index, all these things are called as a SQL constraint. Next, we'll see what is data integrity. Integrity, if you are going to have unique values, there is no duplicate values in a row or a column, in a row or in a single cell, then it is called entity integrity. Domain integrity, for a particular column, if you set a type of format on the range of values, then it is said to be a domain integrity. Referential integrity, as I told you, the primary key of one master table will act as a foreign key to a child table, which will enforce the parent-child relationship. That is called the referential integrity. Any other user-defined integrity can also be enforced on a table. Next, we'll see the applications of SQL. Structured query language allows the user to access the data in a relational database management system. It allows the user to describe the data. It allows the user to define the data in the database, manipulate the data. It allows the user to embed within the other languages using the SQL modules, libraries, precompilers. It allows the user to create and drop the tables and databases. It allows the user to create, view, stored procedures, functions in a database. It allows the user to set permissions on a table, procedure, and views. Next, we'll see what are the operators used in SQL. There are various operators used in SQL. Like we will see, as usual, our arithmetic operators. We can have arithmetic operators like plus, minus, slash, star, and percentage. And all these acts as a arithmetic operators. Percentage is used for calculating the modulus. Plus, minus, star, slash, as it is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and percentage is for calculating the modulus. Next, we see the comparison operators. As usual, your less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, not equal to, all these symbols are used for comparison operators. Say here less than or equal to, less than, greater than or equal to, not less than, not greater than can also be given as an exclamatory less than mark and exclamatory greater than mark. These are the comparison operators. Next we see SQL logical operators. Logical operators, there are many categories and or, any, between, in, like, all these operators are used as a comparison logical operators. And is used when you want to check both the conditions to be true, you can make use of and. You can use or condition when any one of the condition statements should be true, you can make use of or. And if you use all operators, it has to compare all the values of the subquery. In operator, if you use any one of the, it should be within the one of the values in the subqueries. Like operator can also be used. When you say like R percentage, the name starting with name like R percentage, you can use wildcard characters when you use a like operator. Say for example, select star from EMP, that name like R percentage or A percentage, it will just show you the records which are starting with the letter R or A. Not as negating the operator, right? All other condition other than this. Between operator is also used when you check for a range of values, you can use between. Then is null, is not null can also be used when you are going to compare the values with the null operators. Next, we'll see the select statements. The select statement is one of the structured query language statement. Already we have seen data control language commands, data definition language commands, data query language commands, data transaction control language commands, and the last one is a select statement, that is a data query language statement. So this is the syntax for the select statement is select column 1, column 2, etc., column n number of columns from table name. Say for example, I'll give select star from EMP. I'll just execute it in a SQL prompt, which will display you all the rows from the table EMP. So in this EMP table, I have created employee number, name, department designation, salary, and these 5 columns will be displayed when you give star. Supposing if you want to display only the employee name alone or employee department alone, you can say select name, department number, designation from EMP. So it will try to display only those 3 columns alone, omitting the other columns. Next, use of where clause in a select statement. When you use a where clause, select column name, column n number of columns from table where condition. Now say in this example, I'm going to display the records of the employees who are all working in the department number 10. So I have typed all the queries in a WordPad, or you can type it in a notepad also. Just copy it and paste it over in the SQL. Automatically, the records of those employees who are working in the department number 10 will get displayed. So where class, the syntax for the where class is select star from table name followed by where, the keyword where, followed by any conditions. It need not be the department, the name is equal to RAM, name like R percentage. So any condition can be given using the where class. Say I'll just give another example. Select star from EMP where name like R percentage. Control C, go back to SQL, right click here, then edit, paste. One second. So codes mismatch. So select star from EMP where name like R percentage will give you the employees details whose name starts with an alphabet R. Say I have a Sigma's record, Anish record, Tabu's record, but those records won't get displayed because it checks for R percentage and then it displays them. Only those records starting with an alphabet R percentage. Okay. Now next we'll see with using some and condition. Department number equal to 10 and designation is equal to executive. I would like to display those employees whose designation is executive and department should be 10. When only if both the conditions are satisfied, it should display those records. It satisfies both the conditions. Say I have a record whose name is Rekha, who works in the department number 10 and whose designation is executive. So in this situation, it will check for both the conditions to be true. Even though I have a Ram's record who's working in department number 10, because his designation is not executive, it won't display me the Ram's record. Only Rekha's record will be displayed. Okay, so you can give a number of conditions like this. Next, we'll see order by class. Order by class is mainly used to sort out either in ascending order or descending order. The syntax for this order by class is select column name from table name where condition. Select star from EMP where some condition, if you want, you can give order by name. Say the order hierarchy will be select star from table name where condition. If you are going to give where condition, then order by. Or suppose I don't want to give any where condition, simply I can say order by the field name, the column name. So it will try to sort out those records by name. See here, Anish record has come first, then RPQRST, like this. Similarly, if I want to sort the records in the descending order, order by name, DESC. By default, it does orders in ascending order. If you want to give it in descending order, you have to say specifically DESC. Say for example, the same name I want to sort it in a descending order. Now say select star from EMP, order by name, descending. It will display me in the reverse order Z to A. Next, group by class. Order by will just arrange the records in an alphabetical order. Now next we'll see group by class. Group by class is used to group the records based on some particular column. So the syntax will be select column names from table name where condition. If this is an optional one, if you want you can give where condition. Or else straight away followed by group by column 1, column 2, order by if necessary you can include. Now here I have taken an example of selecting the department number followed by count of star from EMP group by department number. There are some group by functions, aggregate functions used in SQL. Say average of salary, maximum of salary, minimum of salary, count of star. Count will give you the number of records existing in that particular table. Now let me execute it. You will understand the group by class, the purpose of group by class. Say I have 6 records. Department number 30, 2 records. Department number 20, 2 records. Department number 10, 2 records. So this will give me the total number of records in each and every department. Now let me calculate. Select department wise sum of salary whichever column you want to sum it up, you can give that name of that particular column. Here department number 30, the sum of salary is 95,000. Department number 20, the sum of salary is 70,500. So department number 10, the sum of. So like this, you can keep on giving any number of aggregate functions along with this group by classes. So when you use group by classes only, all these aggregate functions can be used. Otherwise, you cannot make use of the aggregate functions. Next, we'll see distinct class. Suppose I have n number of records. In this, I want to uniquely display the records. I can give select distinct of column name from table name. Suppose 2 records are there with the same identical names or something, then I can take out only the unique records, unique names from the table name. Next we'll see subquery. What is a subquery? A query within a query is called a subquery. A query within a query is called a subquery. A subquery should return only one value so that we can make the comparison, and it should not return more than one value. A subquery should not contain an order by class, because the subquery, when it retrieves the rows in any order, it retrieves the rows. So it should not contain any order by or group by classes. Say for example, any operators like less than, greater than, like in can be used. The syntax for this is select column name or select star from table name, where column name is equal to column name operator, any is equal to like or in operator, open bracket the subquery. Okay. Now here I would like to say, for example, I want to display those records of employees who are all working in the department where Ram is working. Okay, I do not know where the particular employee Ram is working, but I want to take out the employees details who is working currently in the department where Ram is working. So when I give a query, select star from EMP where department number is equal to select department number from EMP where name is equal to Ram. So Ram is working in the department number 10. So the subquery will return a value department number 10. So this is something equivalent to select star from EMP where department number equal to 10. In case where you do not know directly the values through which the subquery returns, you can compare it. Here we know that department number equal to 10. If you straight away give, it will give you all the records of those employees who are all working in department number 10. Supposing I do not know where Raju is working, where Seema is working. So in that particular case, I want to display those records of employees who are all working in a department where a particular person is working. You make use of this type of subquery. So subquery, wherever required, you can make use of this type of subqueries. Next we'll see joins. When you are going to combine two tables, joins are used. Joining means combining two tables based on one particular column. Two tables can be combined, and the output of the query can be obtained only if you have a common column in both the tables. Say for example, there are 4 types of joins: equijoin, left join, right join. Say when I am combining two tables, select column 1, column 2 from table 1, comma table 2, where condition I can do. Say in this example, I have created already a table called department table, where I have department number, department name and location. Say already I have employee table, and already I have created a table called TPT table. In this table, department number 10 means what is the department name? Sales department. Where is this located? Mumbai. Department number 20, the department name is production department and it is located at Chennai. So like this, I have a separate table called department table. Now both the tables, EMP table and department table, are having a common column which is department number. So now I am going to combine these two tables based on the common column department number. So in an equijoin, I can combine the columns from A table as well as B table based on a common key column. Say select A dot star from EMPA, comma department B, where A dot department equal to B dot department. So I can display all the columns from both the table. Because it will try to keep a match with the A dot department number. If it is 10, B is also 10. What is the value? 10 sales Mumbai. That will get displayed. Similarly, Department number 20. Department name is production, Chennai. So all the 6 rows along with the department values, department name and location is being displayed. So this is called equijoin. When both the tables are having a common column, in an equijoin, if both the tables are having a common column, it will get displayed based on the match. If there is no match, it won't display the records. Next, we'll see the left join. Syntax is select columns from table, left join second table on the common key columns. EMP dot department number is equal to DPT dot department. So the left join is specify some columns on table. So there are some employees whose department number is not allocated, so they won't find a match in the exactly in the DPT table. So in those situations, you will not get the records. But I want to display those records also wherein there is no match in the department table. You can give this type of command. Say I'll try to insert a table. Sorry, I'll try to insert the values into a EMP table. Insert into table name values. Employee number, employee name, department, nothing. Department, nothing. Designation, executive, and salary. He is not yet been allocated any department. So now we try to execute this value and just give a commit statement so that this record will also be converted inserted. Now I try to execute this statement. It will copy down this value. See, Harish record I have inserted, but it does not have any department number. But then that value will also, that record will also be displayed. This is what called left join. When there is no match in the left hand side table also, you will get the records of those employees wherein there is no match with the department number. Next, in the same manner, in the department table, I have some records. So 50 and 40, I think I don't have any values in my EMP table, but department table has these two department values. Now, when I give a right join, I want to display all the records of the right hand side table even though if there is a no match occurring with the left hand side table. See here, edit, paste the command. 8 rows selected. Actually, I have only 6 records in the EMP table, 6 or 7 records in the table. But here, for finance and marketing, I don't have any corresponding values for the employees. Or rather, I have not assigned any employee for these two particular departments. So the right hand side table does not have any corresponding match with the left hand side table, but I would like to know what are all those records. In those situations, we can make use of the right join. Say equi-join when there is a match, exact match between these two columns. Employee dot department number is equal to DPT dot department number. You will get the records. When there is no match at all, but there are some records existing in the EMP table, but there is no match in the right hand side table. You can make use of left join. Right join similarly can be used when you have some records in the DEPT table, but there is no match in the left hand side table EMP table. You can make use of the right join. Last one is a self join. What do you mean by self join? A table joining to itself is called a self join. So there are situations in which if you would like to combine the same table onto itself, match the same table onto itself, you can go in for a EP join. Sorry, self join. Let me give an example. I have a table EMP1. Say for example, select star from EMP1. So in this table, I have date of birth and a manager code. 2 more columns are added to the existing EMP table. Okay. Now, this manager code, MGR code, is nothing but for Ram, the employee whose employee code is 444 is a manager. So Raju is a manager for Ram. And similarly, for Raju, the employee whose code is 555 is a manager. That is, Seema is a manager for Raju. Okay. Now, the syntax for a self join is select A dot star, comma B dot star you can give, or in the B column if you want only 2 or 3 columns you can specify B dot employee number, B dot name. From EMP-A, EMP-1B, where A dot manager code is equal to B dot employee code. Let me execute it and explain it to you. Here, edit, paste. So see here, employee number, name, department number, designation, salary, date of birth, manager code of EMP table 1A, and employee number, name of B table has been displayed. Now when you take the first record, 333 is the employee number. For this 333 Ram's record, manager code is 444. So this particular person whose record is 444 is Raju. So Raju is the manager for Ram. Similarly, when you take Raju's record, his employee number is 444, but the manager code is 555. 555, who is having this? Seema is having the employee number as 55. So Seema is the manager for Raju. So he has to report it to her. So in this manner, if you want to join a table with itself, there are situations in which you can join a table onto itself. Those situations only you will be using self join. Otherwise, we won't be using self join. A table joining to itself is called a self join. The situation wherein if you want to make use of the same table getting joined onto itself, you will be using self join. So these are the 4 major types of joins. So next, In the next class, we'll just see database normalization with a suitable example. Any queries you can just post it onto this email, this chat box. You can just post it. Please do subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.